ana valuation raw ki alwambola za valuation raw mbola likamani
chibidumezi ni balumire kafya ba telezi komo lutwera kafera kakwekeza sinamonoro ngambolono nani mabani valuation raw ki pampiri ye bonisa mabizo ni bwima bwa miyao bwinzi mwa boma. So I would say the valuation roll is the official register of all the properties within a township. Shangwe.
Chole aika ba road out kapa implemented ika tisachwani, how is it going to contribute to local economic development?
And shall we tumezi valuation room sebezwaona kikuli li council zimini rusetu sherengi kuzwa kwa sichaba. It's a tax that people pay to the local authority, and the tax yeo itusa local authority kubanima sherengi ya kuitusa mwa service provision. So masherengi mkalifa mwa kuzwe kwa manani valuation raw fama properties yo munani kafya mwakalabo mo yakaya kwa kumi farmer services yaswana inge mikwa kwa chwalo malaiti ya mwali nzira yani kuolera manyala fani market ni mama public places ona masherengi yao yazwa kwa evaluation raw kona mwatiseza kuli mube ni ma services ya me in terms of relating valuation raw to the development socio-economic development ya skillet lwaziba kuli akuna skillet sesko nakuza mahande kusina masherengi kakuli yalwambola za manyalala kutokwa masherengi yafiwo yakubera mwali mota zeshimba manyalala kuyoyumba bale baba no pamanyalala mwali market baswana yakulifiwa ona masherengi yao kona yazwa kwa ya valuation raw kona ya kwa likazeswa na ingezeo chwale ebaloba nili market zekenile batu baka berekera mwali market zekenile mibaka kona kuzama isandi ma business yabona ni kuzuseza pilisi bakasabona ebaluba ni mikwa kwa enzi safe in ma street lights alunaku banilikoze zeswa na inge batu kuba attacked kwa mwela kwa mwi wa masherengi chalo kwa valuation raw ibuto kwa huru mazwelo pili ya kalabo.
Luitumeza hulushangwe bo ebi mwendi sichaba sa kalabo sa kona kubanisa abo kuli ye valuation raw aikaba implemented wakakala ku ma taxes akaekeza kana kiniti kapachwana.
Thank you very much for that good question. Basically, the valuation law is not necessary to increase or to punish citizens or within that particular district. Basically, it's just one way of the citizens in Kalao just to contribute something to their local authority, because this one is their local authority, and the valuation law does not necessarily mean that we have to punish them by increasing the taxes, or maybe the taxes will increase on their end. No wonder you will find that even the poundage or the rate at which we are charging. Yesterday the chief accountant talked about, suppose the value of the property is 15,000, you multiply it by 2.2002, you find that it's 30 kwacha just for the whole year. So basically that one is just a way of contributing to their own local authority. The fear is understood, but really the principle is just to accurately value the property, so that even in the event on their part, maybe they want to maybe get a mortgage, or maybe they want to sell the property, they can be able to know and have a basis from where they're supposed to start from. So the point is not to punish the citizens for this valuation. It's very important to the council and to the local authority itself. Thank you very much.
Luitumeza hulushangwe womtonga amulutolokele kwa teni butokwa wa kulilu nasi chava sakalavo lulifange ma property rates enshangwe mwa kwale kwa kalavo.
Litumeza hulu wa mirumeza pe patelezi waruna. I think butokwa wa kulifa ma property rates cannot be overemphasized. It is one where as citizens kuba batu abapira mwakalavo ma citizens banaha ya Zambia it is important kuli alo ina mwana yaruna lwalatererani mulao wanaha mulao nao warususuweza kulia almupira mwanto mo kuna ntuma property kuna ntuma rate kapatuma taxes omutwana kuli mwalifanga. So one of the ways why it is important is to follow the law is also a very important thing. Imi rwasusuweza watu wa kalavo kaufera kobaya nikokoba inzi nikoba kuwa kwa sauluti kwa lukena kuli tabaye aiskatera kuli panishe watu kono itire kuli irutuse. The other reason kikuli yatusa kwa economic development, just the way Madam Fides was explaining, development itisiwe ni muso ino siwatiri kuno itisiwanga hamo muso nischava kutamana hamo nikuberekera hamo mabonanga foku mukuli mwendamu ile kwa matowns ya mamu, for example mwile kwa Livingstone mkaona tumia utotunde mwabona tumikwa kwa totunde mwateni mwale petu mwai kapucha pama Facebook fale mwaruma kuli nisi kwa sipa kuku sesi chwana likazale kaofera zitisi wake nsakuli watu wawela fateni nikulifanga litifo zesu anelera kuli zoropiri wonale neba nguva fatava ya mikwa kwa eminde kapa proper planning manto likazeka ofera kuli zeza alehande zitokola kuli kanso ina ni masherengi kweza plan lika kanso ina ni masherengi ya kutisa ma services ya tokwala sinaona ndo amikwa kwa sina kuzusa amanya so litifozeza kutokwa hulu alulifa ma property rates yarutusa kuirwamu ile service yende kuzolera kwa muso kapaka kwa mulonganyana betumesha
Luitumeza hulushangwe bo nyambe ma long term benefits ya kuweza maintain up to date valuation row kiachwana.
Luitumeshangwe some of the long term benefits ya kuweza maintain valuation row kikuli it's mulao wa local authority kuli each local authority should have a variation role, so meaning the local authority will be compliant, so that's one of the benefits. The other one kuli there will be increased revenue for the local authority that will help to collect garbage, maintain roads and maintain street lights. Then the other one could be the properties in that district, and they will be up to date with their values, and the owners will be able to know how much their properties are worth in case they want to sell them. So those are some of the long-term benefits ya valuation roye inshallah.
Luitumeze bo Fides na kutera ape for puzo yale ya shutano ya property rates mini ground rents mi mukaeza implement chwani shangwe
tumezibo Pamela. Ground rent ni property rates mitero ya shutana. Shutano ya pili iemifa the purpose of these two taxes that we are talking about. The first one, the property rates kiti for yomulifa kwa council ya mina local authority Minas chawa sisi na mwa boma mwani baba ya ile mandu mashopu baba na nima industries mulifa property rates kwa council mwa fafolu inzilu ya kulika council ya Kalabo ba Mungu balifa kwa council ya Mungu bakaoma balifa kwa council ya Kaoma kwa Muhwinezi chwe ground rent yona kitifo kimutero omulifa kwa central government through the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. Mi ground rent ye muilifa bakensa kuni munani lease certificate ya mubu okuli muingile mwa mubu wa state. Sabubeli ki musebezi I would say the use of the money that is being collected. Property rates mashere ngale ya amwerwa ki local authority bakensa kuli babata ku mifama municipal service. Ma municipal services ya yolo ambola kitabaza mikwa kwa malaiti manyalala nizemzem zoruska pundafa. So you pay that rate in order for the local authority to effectively service you. Yani yeah ground rent yona insinamoni wezi lifiwa kwa muso through the Ministry of Lands. Mima shelenge wakona yataha mwalipatela chwale ma projects ya matuna aba managed for national level. Then ground rent yona muilifa bakensa paper yomusweli list title. Then property rate yona chwali wakata limeabwima wamu yao wamina the value of your project or your development. And so it is a ratio of that value. So tabaruswana ya kutokomea kikuli, it's possible that if you are ever mwinzi mwa boma mwa state land, you pay these two taxes. Ye mumu ilifa kwa central government, ye mumu kailifa kwa local authority. Okay. Shwale mwendi ko nakabukuswa ni issue tano ya marent ya mitero emibedi yoko no taba fe oswana kutokomea kikuli ma property rates yalifiwa kwa council, ground rate ilifiwa kwa central government through the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources.
So kutausa kulika ofera ona mabedi mkaiza implement.
What we are implementing key property rates and the Ministry of Lands implements ground rates. Yes, so as a local authority, we do not collect on behalf of the Ministry of Lands. The Ministry of Lands also issues their bills to the developers. Even us, we issue our bills to the developers in line with the property rates. Yes. So mukamweranga ba Ministry of Lands ba mifa bill, you know mifa bill, but remember that bill is not to punish you. It's the way of providing a service to you.
Okay.
Shangwe.
Okay, lute kwa teni kwa sichava kalile kale kuliza mwende banani lipozo. Hello.
Hello. Bazire kwa.
Hande mzuhile chwan.
Zirandi.
Shangwe.
Kaukira tabela ma program wami na watanga kwa radio kafo.
Shangwe.
Kama kutoa uno.
Luitumeza holo Shangwe. Number key is 0974347511. Luikambota za Kalabo District main valuation row Shangwe. Hello.
Bazire kwa nisha.
Hande mzuhile chwan.
Zirandi mwambo walivokulisa kwa ilute.
Shangwe.
Itostera kwa teni hini kikuli nisepa moki mavulosi. Hate wakateleza kwa wireless ya Liseli babanata kimalosi. Kale ukachana kuli hamtolokalika, hamtalusandelika. muskema ya huwa wow amulele hande kasilo yande ma ground rest ya muskema la kukasema ground rest atakasema vya kuwa kasema vya silozi kwa hakani ane kunimi nato kulimutolo tande kulikazo masilozi kiri kamanyi apa luzi swali yande chono kukamuya haulu tipi masilo sauna kuli manyi mlozi ya teleza aska waku program ye munati ye mutu ye mama zewe Shangwe
lwaitumira Shangwe 0974347511 nakuna namba ye mukuna kuliza ibanje munali especially sichabasakalabo na ibanje munanili puzo kwa mananzelu ikambota fa mwa kuna kuliza fa namba ya 0974347511 mubabuze bamulunganyana zeba batakutisa mo mwakalabo kuli bamyalabe Shangwe mube ni Liseli. Okay, alusali belela ba sichaba kuli silize bo ebi amulu tolokele kwa 10 process ya how evaluation role can come about mean at what stage yenzi mateni makalabo Shangwe
tumezi ya hulu. Basically the process of coming up with evaluation law, it's mandated by the Rating Act number 21 of 2018, of which this Rating Act empowers the local authority to collect rates and to value properties around the district. So basically, having this act in place, we first made a decision as a council, whereby since it's also by law for every local authority to have evaluation law. So we made that decision, and that decision was pushed to the finance committee. The finance committee, which comprises of councillors, elected councillors within Kalabo district. From there, it was pushed to the full council. Is the mother body in the council, which make sure that all the laws are implemented and all the resolutions are certified. So when it passed through that, evaluation surveyor was appointed through the Department of Valuation office in Lusaka. So that valuer was given that role to do the evaluation within Kalaba. So what he started by is identifying, because from the time the district was declared, should be 1969 or so, if I'm correct on that. There's never been a evaluation of which a lot of property have come about, people have built and all that. So on that stage, he was availed the maps. The director of planning under her charge, their town planners, their surveyors and all, who come up with the boundaries of the township. As you may be aware, Kalabo is a rural district, so there is a traditional land and also state land within the township boundaries. So that surveyor was given the maps and the survey diagram to identify all the properties within the township boundaries. So after that, he did a register. That register was certified by their office and handed over to the council secretary about all the registered properties within the district. After that was done, we now have to go back again to the council. The council, we proposed the poundage, and those poundage were deliberated on. Were reduced a bit. He says no, we are not supposed to, like I earlier said, but it's not a punishment for this, but it's just a law which also empowers the local authority to collect the rates. After that, the poundage was agreed upon. It was taken to the full council, and the full council agreed upon the poundage, and we communicated back to the valuation surveyor. After that, the valuation surveyor said, okay, I think at this stage now, everything has been done. So what you need to do, you will have to publish now, advertising. This is the stage we're at. We had to go to the print media. We pressed an advert there so that all the leasehold within the district can be able to see whereby this is what Kalabo Council is now doing, so that all the registered properties owners can come through to the council and inspect their property numbers, their names, their NRC. You may wish to know that in here you'll find that this person is Mwangalanyambe, the first name. The other time you find that the other name goes the other side, Nyambe Mwangala. So all that is to give an opportunity to leaseholders so that they come and identify their names correctly, their NRC, their plot numbers, and all. So after doing that, the print media, we went public announcement within the district. We announced for about 2 weeks or so. After that, we engaged the ministries around the district to tell them that this is the process which is going around. And we distributed the notices to each and every household. Every household within that locality received a notice that this is what Kalabo Town Council is intending to do. So this is the reason we've come here at the Liseli radio to also appeal to those other ones who haven't heard us from within the district, or they haven't seen a notice, so that they can be able to come to the council and inspect or object. They've got the right to object, to say, no, my property worth so much, but for me, I would want to also be paying this much. No wonder it's not a punishment per se to the resident of Kalabo. It's just one way of following the law, so that even their property has got a value attached to it. So this is the stage we're at. So we're appealing to the residents of Kalabo or others who are elsewhere, maybe they live in Lukulu, Senanga, Mongo, Limulunga, and they did not hear, they did not get the message we did through public announcement. They can still come through, or even send somebody whereby, no, this property number, I have a property in Kalabo, it is on rent, there's a tenant who sits, who is renting there. So they can still come and say, oh, okay, these are my correct names and these are my NRC names. So that when finally, after this advertisement stage where we at, we'll have to push that draft back to the valuation surveyor. Then that valuation surveyor now will prepare or give us a date as a council through the council secretary where we are supposed to appear under a tribunal. That tribunal, it's a court in itself. That's the sitting which gives authority now if we are awarded that responsibility or authority to start collecting. So even that tribunal, when we go there at the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development in Osaka, they will also have to look at the stages. Have all the stages been followed? Have all the people been sensitized so that they know the importance of this? Other than just all of a sudden the people of Kalabo, they just get shocked, we start distributing invoices. They'll say, but we are never involved in this. No wonder we are doing all this to bring everybody on board so that they understand and appreciate what their council is doing, so that in return they can support it and develop the town of Kalabo. So basically, the main issue here is the stage we're at is advertisement stage. So after this advertisement stage, we are going now to the tribunal where we have to present the draft now, whereby, if there are any objections, these are the objections which the people or the resident objected. If there are no objections, they will consider, this, I think the people of Kalabo, they need this development so that the district developed really. I thank you very much.
Mwendipuzo enikabuza kiakuli, what kind of feedback have you received kuzoera kwa Sichava, since you've said that some activities that you have conducted to ensure that you give people information as it is at the advertisement stage?
Yes.
What kind of feedback have you received from people of Kalabo?
Litumeze Aulu. The feedback we've received is very positive. Actually, the people are happy from the ones who have come on at the council, because ideally they have to come to the council and we show them that this is where your property is seated, this is how much the value is. Fortunately, the former council chairperson, Mr. David Dunyundo, is the one who actually came first. He's got some properties there, and see if the names are correctly done and how much he's likely to be paying and all that. And the other citizens, they also came and they registered a very positive feedback towards the valuation, of which some other people inquired, well, I know I've got this property, but the names are still in the owners. How do I go about it? I said, no, there's no problem on that. That invoice, if you come, it can still be in your name as you are trying to change the title deeds. Like director planning says, these are two different sets of rates. There's ground rate, which is being administered by Minister of Lands, and these are property rates. So even when the titles provided, there are those letter of sales and the transaction was done, it can still, the invoice come in that new owner, and it can still continue paying the rates when we are awarded finally by the tribunal. So just to be brief, the ones who came for the inspection, they're really happy with the progress we've made, and they're looking forward to having the valuation law in place so that we can start issuing out invoices and they support their council. Thank you very much.
Luitumeza hulu wonyambe lukakala kulifanga bukai chwale for hamka eza implement
Shangwe. For residentials, my rates easy for 0.002. Nika for example, munani property or land which is worth 15,000. Hamka is a multiply 0.002. Ikamifa 30 kwacha. 30 kwacha kiakulifa in 1 year, within 1 year. So local authority on Naika is anga bill pay 6 months. So I'm billing 15 kwacha. Mukana kulifa between January to June. Then the other 15 kwacha between July to December. And then commercial plots, for example, if your land is worth or a building is worth 100,000, when you multiply 0.003, it comes for 300 kwacha. 300 kwacha, it will be built also in two stages. The first one, key January to June, you'll be billed 150, and then the other one, key July to December. So you need to pay at least 300 within a year. And sinamolo to school key punishment.
So akuta kulifa kaufera yona te go if I want.
Abanjuma batama kana kulifera.
Okay.
Nshango.
Luitumeza Shangwe mwendilu utwe kuba. Hello.
Nshawe Pamela watu wamwima kuzuda kwa boma
Shangwe.
Nini wataku mwakateni inge kulikimwa kanzo lanji African commercial economy law. And commercial actually crucial on a file that we are to manage commercial kind demarcation. Concern like they trade because when the commercial capital they trade by sizes of the capital building certain. Why the amount you pay accordingly if you land you
I'm kutere fatena scout to see some breaking.
It's a commercial side coming like music or Boma. But our approach are not the same size. Are we paying the same amount because I'm at commercial side or we are paying according to our size? Again, in Kupa Wonyambe, kuri kafera una sky tuta kuma ni manzo na wala bonto fa ko bana kama that human at least to interpret those words because people are not clear, they are not all educated. At least when you use much words, you can get something.
Okay.
And
Kipeto.
What is the person with the size of what you are saying the same thing or what?
Shangwe. No twile puzo yeo.
Mulima kwa Boma litifo za property rates zibadi zi bakarutu lwalika kwa mbora sirozi kolosa mwezi ziva determined kamba zisusuezwa ka nature ya building. So number one, Boma in this case I would say township baba ina mamu wa state mubuwale uwabilwe kama portions kuna ni bona ba kanso wabiza kutikima zones kuna ni commercial zone kokuwezezwa business kuna ni residential kokuswana kwezwa business kokuswana kwina batu kuna ni industrial kokuswanira kubazaeza kubereka mwindi za kupanga chwalo kuna ni kwa kulapelela kuna ni kwa ma office kuna mazonzi yao so on average yao mazonzi yana ni ma poundage. You will be given a range of poundage in that particular zone. Luenge kamtala na balufa mtala kulibona bayinzi mwa neri commercial ni babulera na babula kuli bayinzi mwa commercial. So ma commercial yali seska is a determining it's not this aki butuna bwa land ki zone mo bayinzi if that area ibile ihaluzwi kuba commercial area. So the payment that they are going to pay is not based on the land but on the zone. Kono hape ona mwa zone mo kuna ni ma differences bakensa kuli muyao wa commercial wa mulima wako na kushutana ni in terms of likazoba yumbesi fate ma cement ma stores yoba pangire ndu yale moibonalera shop yae moibonalera then bo mwangala nibona bana ni shop mwendiruka bula kuli ice cafe fa standard days akuli batu babuwa ma rates yabona akashutana akuli zoba beire faten the resources that have gone into that building yashutana neke kuli bayinzi mwa zone ya commercial. They will be paying within the same range but kukashutana yomumu ukalifanga etuna yomumu yenyani bakensa kuli property rate ye itingire kamali omposelize ma project mali kono apeta bemoso nakumamea kikuli kuna nilibaka zebire zondi kakuba residential kono oku yamazazi batu baize apply kwa kanso kuli nani batakuchincha sibakasaka se kusizusa ma residential plot yaka ibe mwa commercial kakuli batakweza guest house poundage ye kaiza apply on that particular property fa property nayo mukupezi kulibe commercial ikashutana ni ma properties ya mpotolo wile kakuli ya mpotolo wile asalima residential properties yamina kele chinja kuba commercial kono commercial yo wape luka bakaye bakansi bakaye za value kuli mwa guest house yabona kibukayo ba is invest on the building. So that building, it is the value of that building, that development, that is going to be valid, and that is where your property rates for that particular property will come from. So it's not about the size of the land, it's basically the zone where you are and how much you've invested in that development.
Okay.
Sure.
Lwitumwezi na sapakuli lo tuile shangwe mi alu kwalanga mbolo ya luna manzwi ya sichaba kwa mananzelu ikambota shangwe wo nyambe
Lwitumeza hulu kwa sichaba ni malisa na skafela fakulu fa opportunity bati luvalibelezi kwa kanso in case am scout wisisa luteni kwale kwa kanso makona kulubona enchangwe
Tonga.
Tumeza hulu. So suswezo kia kuli inspection period ifera la 20th July 2026. Kuna kuli shaba sikamwe kabungata zaziza iskafita kale watuweza ma inspections ni kuweza ma verification tabaya iskaya kwa hule Litumezi.
Ebi.
Litumezi hulu. We just appealing to the leaseholders within the district to come through within the before the 20th of July. That's the last day for the inspection, so that they can come and inspect their property. If there are any objection, any corrections, they can be able to do so before we finally submit the draft back to the evaluation surveyor in Lusaka. Yeah, so it's not a punishment. Yeah, it's just a partnership within the residents and the council, so that we can see and foster development in Kalao. Litumezi hulu.
Shangwe wo 5 days.
Litumezi ndima nzuya kama ferezo kiku likakususueza sichaba sesinzimwa tasa mlonganyana wa Kalabo Town Council kuli property rates kiwomu mumukwa momukona kweza hold accountable council ya mina wasa mfima services kona mukona kwa buza kuli lwalifanga kanti nyamsarufise. So that the payment of property rates is a way of enhancing your participation in your development, not the development of the local authority, but your development as the residents of that particular municipality, in this case, which is Kalabo. Please, we implore everyone to support mungendenge wao na wa property rates wakenza kulizwelo pilie kazi wa property rates kipelikizo lo pilia minas chaba sakalabo Litumeza.
Lwitumeza hulu shangwe batelezi lufitira kwa maferelezo atukisoye netisizwe ni mulonganyana wa Kalabo mine Lui Kambota za main Kalabo district main valuation row and shangwe ninzi nibo Fides Mwanga director of planning, AB Mwaka Mwanamukanka director of financing, Mwangalanya Mbe chief accountant, minibo Henry Mtonga relief public relations officer Kalabo Town Council. Shangwami kina Pamela Nakazwe. Keep listening to Oblate Radio Liseli, spreading the light of Christ.
Mubani kalulu ya kulatila mulao wana Zambia wo wasili mosa 2018 iliona babisa kasikuwa ku rating act ni mwako za chwalo mukopi wako wanakuli amufite kwa Kalabo Town Council lusitafita kale kalizazi leo la 20 July 2026 kulimeo wanakuli maingolisa minaba ingolisize kapa haiba msika ingolisa muingolise kasamwa wachwalo mwenyake kubona kulikana kwa mana nimi yaho ya mina nizezo muluwile daza mailela nimoku ngolezu ikapachwani nikweza chwalo shangu kamitusa hulu kuli kwa mazaza kwa pata kuli mukone kuva ni kalulo ya teko yende haiba muba ni mkupulo wakulekisa muyaho wa mina nili mosale shangwe lizole kwa Kalabo Town Council kubona bomwoli ba council ya Luna ya Kalabo bitumeza ya kalalo bitumezi.
Citizens' voice. Did you know that according to the Constitution of Zambia, the Member of Parliament has the following roles? Making laws. Has provided for in Article 29 of the Constitution. MPs are responsible for debating and passing laws as well as amending existing laws. Oversight on the executive. Monitor the performance of government ministries and departments to ensure public funds are used accordingly. Represent the concerns of the constituents by bringing local issues to the Assembly and participate in parliamentary debates. Budget approval. Under Article 117 of the Constitution, MPs scrutinize, pass the national budget, approving how government resources are allocated. Now you know. Citizens' voice. This is Oblate Radio for you.